computer. All right. So while we do other things, I don't know. Slide is taking forever to go. Okay. Okay, like I mentioned, okay, there's something, like I said, stay in a place where you can turn on your camera. I actually mentioned that. So please, everybody, let's do that. Because like I said, this section, I'll be speaking to addressing each of you one after the other, okay? So please, let's do that. Please, let's do that, let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. I am meant to address, because the thing is, you cannot create, your strategy cannot be the same for everybody. Your strategy cannot be the same for everybody. So I would ask you some questions. From your response, we'll be able to come up with one or two things that will be suitable for you, okay? So take note of that. So you cannot be for everybody. Even your president that you don't like said he's, was what he said when he was elected into presidency, I belong to everybody, but I'm for nobody, or was that his grammar? So you can see even the president understand the way to make his message to be effective. He knows he cannot be for everybody, okay? So these are something I'm waiting for you guys. So I say put on your camera. I actually mentioned that earlier. Please, let's do that. I'm waiting for you, please. Okay, so I'll be starting with the first person who has put on a camera. Okay, somebody say apologies. Okay, it's fine. Please, Ma, what's your name? The person whose camera is on, what is your name?
My name is Titi Lokwe.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I'm
okay.
Titi Lokwe.
Oh no.
Taking our life.
So give me a minute, please. Please. Sorry about that. All right, so please let's start. So I'll be starting by asking some questions. So please, I expect everyone to respond. So Lokber was the person I was speaking to before before the lights went off. Is she still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Like we're using the same light.
Okay, so what kind of properties do you manage? Are you running your own business or you are a realtor?
I'm a realtor. I work in a real estate firm.
Okay, you work in a real estate firm.
Yes.
What are the kind of products you sell? Please, everyone listen, because of time, I might not be able to cover everyone today, but listen and understand what we're trying to achieve here. All right, sorry.
I sell landed properties more because that's where I focus on. Landed properties.
And what are the price range?
Land. 2 million to, what's the highest now? 30 million.
Okay, 2 million to 30 million.
Yes. Depends on the location.
This year, what was your sales target for this year, or what is your sales target for this year?
That's the amount.
Yeah.
I have a target of 10 million.
Only 10 million.
No, as what's it called? As commission.
No, I mean how much property you want to sell this year total. I believe that's what we mean by sales target, not your revenue.
Oh, okay. I didn't really have a target at the beginning of the year.
Wow.
So at the middle of the year, I started re-strategizing and focusing.
Okay, what has been your total sale in volume, the total sales volume this year?
That's about 50 million.
About 50.
Yes.
50. Okay. All right. So what has been your area of marketing? How have you been doing your marketing? Online, offline?
Yes, I target my close friends and contacts.
Online or offline?
Both.
Both. Have you made sales online?
I don't see most people, so until I post before they, chat me and tell me what they want and what I should get for them.
Have you made sales online before to someone? I don't mean people you already know.
No.
People you never knew before.
No.
So most of the persons who've been buying from you that made up the 50 million era is people in your contact list per se.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, have you thought about it that by the time you exhaust your contact list, what would happen?
Yes.
Okay. And what are you doing about it? Because you are currently reaping what you have sown in the past. The relationships you built in the past is what you are currently harvesting from. Now, the question is, what are you currently doing in order, while you are harvesting, what's the plan on planting?
Okay, recently, that was last month, I started some videos, like writing content, putting it out there on all my accounts, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, to, enlighten people on what's the areas of what they should know about real estate generally. So,
Okay.
and I've been getting feedbacks from people especially on LinkedIn, on people that I don't know.
Okay, especially on LinkedIn, people you don't know. Where are you posting it on LinkedIn? On your page or on your
page.
Okay, on your page.
Yes.
Now, with you on your page, how many followers do you have on your page?
I can't remember.
What's the range?
It's above
100,
100.
200,
It's above
300,
100.
1,000,
It's not up to 1,000.
but it's up to 300.
Yes.
Okay, take notes. Please, everybody take notes. Number one rule of LinkedIn. If you don't have up to 300 followers, don't expect results from your ad. Like I said, I'm going to explain LinkedIn. The little practical we are going to do is to explain about LinkedIn today, but I will be talking about theoretical section as well. But for now, just take note of that. If you want to run ad on LinkedIn, just like Facebook, you have your page, you have your profile. Now, for you to run ad, you need to have a page. And that page must have an average minimum of 300 followers in order for that page to be able to get effective result. That is how LinkedIn algorithm is built to work. Okay, so take note of that. Okay, so that's for that aspect. Now, the next question is, whom have you been targeting with your products? Outside, okay, I know they are your contacts. Is it everybody on your contact you target with the product?
No, I target salary earners.
Salary earners.
Yes.
Salary earners, salary earners, salary earners. Okay. Okay, just for
Because
okay.
that's this recent videos, the putting myself in their shoes. I'm like, okay, if you're a salary earner, you don't feel that property is off your list. Like you cannot get a property for yourself. So that is what I'm trying to let them understand.
Okay. Well, that is a good one. Congratulations, but I will pick at some points later. Who is next, please? I'll do for 3 persons that will move into the class proper. So who is next? I can see somebody, is it Felaris or Edith? Edith, are you there, Mara? The network is fluctuating. Chris or John Samuel? John Samuel, please unmute yourself. I can hear you. Unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, John Samuel. How are you today, sir?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some few questions then. Do you run your own real estate business, or what do you, or are you a realtor?
Yeah, I have a brand, but I'm a realtor. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what was your sales target at the beginning of the year?
200 million.
How much?
200 million.
200 million.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to be more hard on you. 200 million.
Okay.
Now, with
Yes, sir.
200 million, how many properties were you expecting to sell to give you 200 million?
10, actually.
10 properties.
Yes.
Okay, 10 properties at the rate of what?
Rate of 10 million.
I didn't get that. 10 million each. 10 times 10
Yes, sir.
will give you 100 million.
Okay. And that's for, okay. You know, what I do is I have houses and I have also land I sell. So
Okay.
whichever comes first, yes. But house can go as far as 100 million. So the land can, is between 10 million, 5 million, and thereabouts. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to some of you who have been in my trainings here before, you would have heard it like Chris. At the beginning of the year is where most of you fail as salespeople. Let's leave the word realtor, you are all salespeople. It is at the beginning of the year most realtors fail, most salespeople fail. And now what do I mean by that? When you start your marketing or when you start the year, you don't like Esther say, is it Esther or what's her name? Said she didn't have a marketing plan or what do you call a sales target until the middle of the year. Now, those who have sales target, they are more coordinated. I'm not saying when I mean sales target, I'm not talking about people who just have ambiguous figures in their head. That's not what I'm referring to. I mean people who have plan. Okay, I'll also be explaining how to set your sales target and so on, but that will not be the focus of today's section. Okay, now, but back to you, sir. This is how I expected your listing to go. For land, you need to know the minimum you need to sell for you to be able to achieve your sales targets. For houses, you need to know the minimum you need to sell for you to achieve your sales target. That is how you are supposed to plan your sales target. That is number one. Then number two, so if I have, okay, what is the least property you sell?
The least is 1.5.
1.5. So how many 1.5 million property do you need to sell in order to achieve 200 million? You should have that figure. How many, then you now go to the midpoint. What's the midpoint between, what's the highest properties you have for sale? Please, everyone be taking notes. I know this is not really where I'm going to, but I'm just going to, this also going to help you. Okay, so what is the highest properties you have currently?
The highest for land is 25 million.
No, whether land or house, let's just put it.
Okay, highest is 45 million. 45
million.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
So you need to have a figure if how many 45 million naira property I need to sell in order for me to achieve my sales targets. Then you come to the middle point between 1.5 and 45 million. What's the middle point there? Okay, so if I divide it if I divide 45 million by, let's just say you have 25 million is your middle point, right? So how many 25 million properties do I need to sell in order for me to achieve my sales target? You need to have these documented properly. That is just the beginning of the game. Point number two, you need to go to the next point. How many, you already have an idea of how many customers you need to have, but it does not just come like that, because one customer can actually buy two, okay? Yes. So you also need to plan it yourself. How many customers do I need to be able to achieve this, my sales target? Okay, that you need, let's say for instance, you need, if you're selling only the 1.5 million property, 1.5, that is 200 million divided by 1.5, okay? 200 million divided by 1.5, that should give you approximately about, what figure do we have there? Somebody should help us with the calculator there. 200 million divided by 1.5. So you would have a figure there. Now, who is there? Who are the people that is helping us with the calculation, or who is there to help us with the calculation? So I can be very factual with my figures. 200 million divided by 1.5. Anybody?
133 million.
Okay.
That's 133,333.
Okay, no, that is 123. Not 123 million.
Okay, wait. No.
123.
133 plots.
Huh?
133 plots.
Yeah, 133. Yeah, that is for land. It's going to be 133 plots if it's for land. Yeah, 133 plots. So now the question you also need to ask yourself is, how many customers, if each person is buying one, okay, take note, if each person is going to buy one, which means you need 123 customers to be able to achieve that figure. Now, but you can also choose not to sell one at a time. So the question you need to ask yourself is, if I get one customer, okay, what can I tell this customer? What can I give this customer? What can I offer this customer that can make this customer move from one plot to two plots? You need to have it written down. That is what we call offer creation. You need to know how to create an offer as a salesperson. Offer creation. Most of you only do offer. Okay, sorry, some of you have your own real estate brand, but sorry, I'm going to use a popular real estate brand in Lagos here as an example, as a case study. Okay, I'm not trying to advertise them because I don't have any relationship with them. The real estate company that owned the property called Itsunu, they just launched their phase 2 today. Okay, now this is what one of my clients who have attended several of my training is, okay, Chris, I want you to run ad, but I would not just need to run ad. Okay, so it's okay, what do we do? So Chris, you need to, if I sell one plot of the Itnun estate, I'm getting approximately 5 to 6 million naira for one plot. That is my commission. Now, in this my commission, I am ready to give her 3 million naira. Please take note. I am ready to give her 3 million, but I'm not going to be giving her the 3 million in cash. Rather, I'm going to say, if anybody is buying one plot, I'm giving him or her another plot, but not from the same estate. An estate where the plot is worth 3 million naira. Are we together, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
I am going to make sure either the person buy one and a half plots or 2 plots to qualify for this offer. So if you want to buy from her, you have the option of buying 1 plot and getting nothing, or you have the option of buying one and a half plots or 2 plots, and she will give you an offer of a free plot in an estate where she is entitled, where the price of the estate is selling for 3 million naira. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. That is,
yes, sir,
the strategy to upsell. What she's trying to do is to upsell. The real estate market is very competitive, especially in Lagos here. So you don't offer the same thing others are offering. I could mention names of all the top selling realtors in Lagos State here, in all of the real estate companies, and I can tell you 80% of them, the kind of strategies they put in place, which you don't do. Some even go to the point of meeting the real estate companies directly. Some of them get the opportunity of getting discount from the real estate companies. So they are able to give further discount to their customers just to be able to upsell. Okay, but let's leave that aside. That is not where we are going to. But the point I'm trying to let you know is that instead of looking for 123 customers, you could actually look for a way to get this one customer to buy 2. That might be your marketing strategy. I want to make sure one customer. So if one customer is buying 2, you don't need 123 customers anymore. It's now 123 divided by 2 should be, let's just say 122, and that would be approximately 60 something. Okay, so all you need is 60 something, about 62 customers or 61 customers. That is all you need at that point. So you no longer need a total of 100 and something customers. Now, the next question you need to ask yourself, where can I find people that can afford 2 plots of this property that I'm selling? Where can I find people that can afford 2 plots of this property that I'm selling? So instead of focusing your marketing target on people who can afford 1 plot, your marketing campaign should be fixed on people who can afford 2 plots. But that does not mean that when people who can afford 1 plot come, you would not sell. Because if you set your target high, it is easier to get a very good number than when you set it low. Okay, so this is one aspect of your marketing that you need to know how to do right at every point in time. But that is just the beginning. Now, all you have is just customers. You are talking about customer, but before the customer come, what else do you need? Now, let me ask you, sir, how many properties have you sold this year?
Okay, I've sold up to 63,500,000.
63?
500. 3.5, 60.5. 3.5.
Okay. Units. I mean, how many plots? Let's use land, for instance. How many plots have you sold this year?
Okay, I sold up to 11 plots. Yeah.
Sorry?
11, sir.
Okay, 11, all right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, before those 11 customers came, how many leads did you get?
Well, I did more of traditional marketing, really. I didn't do all this lead stuff.
Marketing. Okay, let me make it open because, like I said, I prefer the class there, especially they want to be very interactive. Okay, so who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Maybe the person I spoke to first, or Chris, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many units have you sold this year?
I've sold like 7.
7.
No. 6.
Okay, let's work with 6. Now, the question is, how many leads did you get before you were able to, whether offline or online, how many leads did you get before you were able to sell that 6?
Everybody I sold to, none of them are my leads that I got from ad.
Okay, now this is it. When we say a lead is a contact details of a person, okay? A lead is a person or the contact details of a person, okay, who has shown interest or who is qualified to buy our products or services. That's what a lead is. Either maybe you know the person physically before you feel, okay, if I follow up this person, I can sell to this person. That is a lead. I'm not talking about online, I'm talking about generally. So, okay, let me make it a question. If I give you 20 persons who are qualified to buy property, they have the money, okay? They are looking for property,
Yes.
to have the need for property. If I give you the contact details of 20 persons in a month, how many would you be able to close?
10%.
10%, that is 2.
Yes, sir.
Now, back to Mr. Samuel. Mr. Samuel, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you saw the question, you heard the question I asked him. If I give him 20 lead, how many he can close? Say he can close 10%. Now, if you were looking for, in every 20, he can only close 2. Please, everyone, I believe you're all taking notes. In every 20, he can only close 2. And now let's say that is your own case. So, okay, let me ask you, let me now assume, what is, if I give you 20 leads, how many would you be able to close in a month? 20?
Well, I should be able to close 4 at least.
4. So
yes,
that
sir.
is about 20%. So
yes, sir.
if you, next question I'm going to ask now is this: based on the land calculation we did, you need a minimum of let's say if you are going to be selling 1 per plot, you need approximately 100 and something customers. So for you to be able to sell to 123 people, how many leads do you need? If you can close 4 out of 20, how many leads do you then need?
That should be.
I don't know if others are following. Please take note of this. If
we need over 3,000 leads.
You need over 3,000 leads. The question now is, how many leads are you generating in a month right now? The reason why most persons are struggling in sales is because they are not generating enough leads. So you need to always fill your funnel with leads. Let me use this class as an example, okay? Let me use this class as an example. Let's say for every bootcamp to take place, right, we need an approximately 15 customers. That qualifies the bootcamp to hold. We need 15 participants for every of our bootcamp to hold. Now, some of you who are in this bootcamp today, right, did not come into this did not know about my boot camp today. You didn't know about this boot camp this August.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what that means is that I always generate enough leads before the month where that boot camp will take place. That is the point. I generate many leads. Some would close that month, some would not close that month. But that does not mean that I would throw those who did not close that month away. I don't know if you understand the ideology here.
Yes,
So,
sir.
always generate lead. That is the point. Always generate lead. The question is, what system do you have in place to be generating the leads? You don't generate enough lead. That is why you are struggling in marketing. Marketing is easy only if you can generate enough leads. And generating enough lead is not only about looking at your contact list, because your contact list can always get exhausted. I can say categorically that I have not less than 2,000 realtors in my contact list. And in every month, I get approximately new sets of realtors get to know about me. At least 200 new realtors must know about me every month. So with that, and if I'm looking for only 15, there is no way out of the existing ones that I know and the 200 that I will generate the first month or the next month, there is no way I will not be able to get 15 out of that number. That is the logic. So you have people you are only focused on your brother, your family, the person that knows the person that knows the person that knows the person. Yes, but the question is, how many leads are you generating in a month? How many new people are you connecting with every month? Is a question everyone needs to answer. Your ability to answer this question make your marketing to be very effective. If all you can get out of today's lecture is that what you need to work on is lead generation, then you're cool. You've understood something that is very useful for you. So it is all about lead generation, and not just generating any kind of lead, generating quality leads is another thing. Okay, one of the ladies who paid for this class some days ago, let me use her as an example. She said, okay, when we met, she met me in a Zoom set, in a WhatsApp group, and where I was supposed to do training. I was doing Facebook training at a very low cost. Now, she said she don't want to learn, rather she wants to advertise. She wants to pay my organization to do adverts. Now, it's okay, it is fine. We discussed price and everything, and we agreed. Now, what we did was one of the days, that was last week, I contacted her. Are you still going for this service? Because it's been approximately over a month since we had that discussion. She said, yes, she's still looking for, because the minimum we charge an organization for running ad is 250. So like, okay, I'm still trying to raise the 250. And I said, okay, you know what? I have something else that I feel will benefit you. It's okay, what is that? I say, I have a boot camp coming and I want you to attend the boot camp. You don't need to look for the 250 anymore. All you need to do, you don't need to look for the 250. All you need to do is to practice whatever you need to learn, and you'll be able to implement it on your own. Now, what was I trying to do? I was actually trying to implement a marketing approach, which we call look for buyers among your leads. Everybody is not a buyer. Some of you are too focused on selling, especially those of you who are selling expensive, you're always looking for somebody who will buy the 50 million property, the 30 million property, the 100 million property, so that when the commission comes, it will look very big. No, at least if I cannot give you ordinary 50,000 naira, I won't give you 50 million. So among your lead, which of them is a buyer? Sometimes you offer, the point I'm trying to make is that in as much as you might want to call yourself an high-end real estate product seller, also look for lower cost ones and give them those offers. Let it be that if I have not transacted millions with you, if I can't transact thousands with you, it will be difficult for me to transact in millions with you. That's the point. Some of the people you are lacking in sales, some of the people you are busy offering 30 million naira property to, they would have bought the one of 3 million naira from you only if you had offered them that. At least bring them in to the circle. So the arithmetics I work with is this. If I get 10 new customers, in every 10 new customers that can afford a 50,000 naira product, that among that 10, I must get an average of one that can afford a 200,000 naira product. And this is not only in my field, this is also in real estate. We do this with a lot of our clientele that we market for real and what we do real estate consultation for. What we do with them is we offer them products. Okay, look for something cheaper to offer this person. Just allow the person come into the circle of real estate first, especially when the person is someone that has not invested before. I have not been able to invest ordinary 2 million naira before. Yeah, you are telling me to start with 10 million. Yes, I might have the 10 million, but it will be more difficult to let go of the 10 million than for me to let go of 2 million. Okay, so this is the approach you should try to take in your marketing activities. All right. So one more person, then we'll move to the other activities for the day. One more person. Any other person? Any other person there? Any other person there? Any other person there? It's only those I am seeing their face I will attend to. So who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Mr. George, are you there?
Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right, Mr. George, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, coach.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm quite in a very uncomfortable position. That's why I can't put on my camera.
Okay, let's go on. So after this section, then I'll move with the other activities for the class. So back to what I was trying to explain. So what is your marketing target for the year? What was your marketing target for the year if you have one?
Yeah, 200 million.
All of them, I like 200 million. All right, so how were you hoping to achieve the 200 million sales mark?
Through adverts on my social media handles and also through my contact list.
Okay. Now, what platform do you use for your advertisements? Or were you hoping, did you plan to use for your ad?
Instagram, Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
Have you made sales from those platforms before?
Actually, okay, I didn't mention Gigi. Yes. Yes, I have.
You have made sales from Gigi, but not Facebook and Instagram.
No.
Okay. That is fine. Now, let me just use this opportunity to talk about the Gigi you mentioned. There is what we call marketplace.
Right.
Please, I'm hearing myself try to control that. Who is that? So there's what we call marketplace. There is what we call marketing channel. And there's what we call market entry points or points of market entry. I repeat, we have the marketplace, we have the points of market entry or the market entry points, then we have the marketing platform. Then we also have the sales platforms. Marketing, or what you call the marketplace, GG, Nigerian Property Center, and all of their co, they are all examples of marketplace. It is a market for real estate online. If I need my property and I know about those platforms, I go straight to those places to buy. So the intent to buy on those platforms is always very high. The intent to buy is always very high, but there is a but to it. Your brand has to resonate. If your brand does not resonate, though I see you on those platforms, but it's what we call the buying barriers. I will have doubts if you can offer what you say you are selling. Why? Because I don't know you and I don't trust you. When I see the property, I take down your contact details, I take down your name, then I search for you further on social media. If I can't see anything about you, it is difficult for me to buy from you. Take note of this today. So that is why some persons are marketing on those platforms. They are not making sales, not because customers are not going to those platforms. It's because when customers go there, they see them, they can't connect with them because they don't trust them. Are we together? So if you want to be selling effectively on those marketplaces, don't just depend on those marketplaces alone. Also look into getting beyond the marketplace. Make sure your presence on other platforms is well established and it is consistent. Don't just depend on those marketplaces. Then now let's go to social media. Social media is a marketing platform, not a sales platform. Social media is a marketing platform and not a sales platform. Please, this is to everyone. Take note of this. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, they are all marketing platforms. We call them social media marketing, not social. Who has ever heard social media sales before? Nobody addressed them as social media sales. They are social media marketing platforms or marketing platforms. So the end product of marketing is lead, not sales. And that is why you feel disappointed when you don't get sales. You are expecting the platform to give you what they never promised you. Even if you attend conferences and you have the opportunity of meeting executive from any of these platforms, which I've been opportune to, the likes of experts or staff members of Facebook, staff members of LinkedIn. And yesterday I had a Zoom section with some LinkedIn officials. Now, the thing is, they will never promise you sales. They always promise you lead. And the problem is that most of you realtors, you are expecting the platform because you are expecting the platform to give you sales. Social media does not promise sales, but that does not mean that sales cannot come out of social media. The intent to buy on social media is too low for you to be expecting sales. So the approach you should take is, okay, I'm going to show you, by the time I move to the slide, I'm going to show you something. The intent to buy, most people who are on social media, right, they are at the top of your sales funnel, not at the bottom. And at the top of the sales funnel, people don't easily buy So don't expect, you have never run ad before, or you have not been posting before, you've not been doing much activity before. You just go online, you run ad for the first time, you target people in diaspora, they don't know you, they don't trust you, they've not heard from you before, and all of a sudden your advert shows up, and the next thing you're expecting them to buy from you. It doesn't work that way. That is not the approach. That is why if you see those who have been selling online on social media in particular, like the lady who spoke first, she said she has been, most of the people she has been buying from her are people who she has known that are already following her on her page, on her social media handle. Why? The reason why it is easy to sell to those people, because they know her to an extent, they have built a relationship with her, so there is what we call trust. So if I don't know you before, please, somebody control the person with the chat, mute yourself, please. So if I don't know you before, if I see your ad, if it's very enticing, I will take that, screenshot that your ad, send it to another realtor that I know very well, or someone on my contact list that I know that is selling property, and I'll ask the person, do you sell these products? So some of you have been marketing for other people to reap the benefits. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So when I advertise on social media, the first advert is to be known. The second advert is to establish, the first advert is to be known and establish relationship. The second advert is to build some level of rapport. It is on the third advert I'm expecting sales, not from the first. So as realtors, always run this ad this way. Always run ad to get more followers. Don't go and buy, please. Run ad to always get followers. Now let me ask, how many, who was I talking to, sir? I think I was talking to Mr. George. Okay, Mr. George, how many followers do you have on Facebook, please?
8,000, sir.
Hello, I can hear you.
8,000, 8,000, 1,000.
1,000. Wow, you can get followers fast. Be big for you. Okay, so you have 1,000 followers. Who are these people? That is one. I'm not talking about your Facebook handle, your Facebook profile. I mean your page. How many followers do you have on your page, not your profile?
They are colleagues and friends.
They are colleagues and friends, and you have not sold to any one of them.
No.
How come?
The people I actually sold to basically from my contact list.
And these people in your contact list don't follow you on your social media handle?
No, they don't.
Okay. Now, the people who are following your page say they are your colleagues. Now, the question is, when you post something, what level of engagement do you get?
Yeah, I get a few comments, like.
And what kind of comments?
Nice, well done, good.
Nice, well done, good, and they like it.
You are doing well.
Okay, like my friend will always say, comment and like does not pay the bills. Okay, that is just part one. Now the question I'm going to ask is, have you made an offer to any one of them before?
Yes, I have.
And what is the excuse, or what's the response?
Doubts about real estate in Nigeria. Is this going to convert? So it's more of like finding it difficult to actually close them, even after proving to them that this is real and this
trust. So you have trust issues.
Trust. Yes.
So now the next question I'm going to ask, whom are they not trusting, you or the brand?
The brand, sir.
Now, that means you have not built a strong enough brand, personal brand. That is all I can see from your analysis. If you build a strong enough personal brand, you hear people telling you, Mr. George, I don't know that company. Now you, I know. You are the one I'm giving my money to. Okay? You hear comment like that. They should trust your market in a way that makes them trust your brand and not the company. And that is why for you to be able to do that, you must also be selective of the kind of companies you sell for. The well-established realtors you know in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, in most of the cities of Nigeria, they don't sell for every Dick and Harry. They are very selective. The Confidence, the Funke, the Madam Gift, and the rest that are the high flyers in all of this industry, all of these companies, they don't sell for everybody. They are selective of the people they sell to. That is number one thing you need to take note of. And you need to, and when you are able to establish a good, and you can, if you trust the brand you are selling for, you should be able to vouch for them. I know of my one of my clients who is a realtor who say, Chris, even if this company does not deliver, I don't mind paying them back with my own money. Though I know they would deliver. Okay? So you need to build, what you need is a personal brand. What you lack is a personal brand. That is what you need. Now, the thing is, how many sales have you made? How long have you been in the real estate business?
About 3 years.
Mr. George?
Yes, sir. I said 3 years.
3 years. What's the total number of plots you've sold? Let's be using land as a case study. What's the total number of plots you've sold in these 3 years?
10.
10.
Thereabout.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've sold 10. Now, has any one of these people you sold to gotten their property?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And the day they got their property, what did you do?
Okay. Congratulations. Your property is going to be having a return on investment in the next few months. And
No.
you bought at
That is not what I mean. I'm not telling you, asking you the message you sent to them. What did you do on your social media handle, your page in particular?
oh, nothing.
Nothing. It's your fault. People want to see, okay, let me give you this example. Do you know that if I go to the market and I buy something that everybody is praising, have you noticed that you would always be proud that you made the buying decision? Hope you know that. But if you, let's say this t-shirt I'm wearing, I went to the market, it might even be the seller that recommended it, buy this one. And everybody sees the t-shirt, wow, this t-shirt looks good on you. You know, you hear people, sorry for the ladies, it's common among the ladies. Say, I just looked and I cited this one and I selected this one. That time, you take the glory for selecting the cloth. Now, when that same cloth, let it be the other way around, who sold this nonsense for you? You may have been the one that selected it, but you said those idiots in that shop sold it for me. When you make the wrong buying decision, you were sold to. But if you make the right buying decision, you selected it. Now, this is what you should have done. And also, let me use, what's their name? Conga did something some years back that was so unique. A lady bought a phone from Conga, or through Conga, and the phone was delivered. The phone was, according to her, wasn't working well. And the lady went online, called out Conga, and said a lot about them. Now, Conga went further to redeem their image. Conga sent for the lady, changed the phone, but not only changed the phone, had a get-together with her and their staff members. And after all, the snap picture gave to the lady to go and repost. Okay? Now, that was damage control. But the point where I'm going to is this. Those people who have issues in trust, they are looking for something to hold on to say, I saw people were getting their own. That is why I also purchased. That it doesn't mean that when they see those people, yes, it would, okay, if this person has been in this business for a while, he has sold to people. You should, okay, let me go straight to the point. At least you should have done a little testimonial video with those people you sold to. That's the point. When you don't deliver, the customer takes it online. When you deliver, you put it in your pocket. No, it shouldn't be so. When you deliver, you also take it online. The people you have in your contact list, since you don't have a personal brand that can be trusted for now, they are waiting for testimonials like that.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
By the time you start putting testimonials up, and what I do, like in my bootcamp, now some of you, by the time you come, I'm going to, my video team might actually interview you and so and ask you a question. If I want to run ad, it's just testimony. The top selling realtors, anytime they attend my trainings, I make sure the video camera guys always take notes of them, and they cover them and have an interview section with them. And when we want to do the next section, those are the people, those are the advert material. If this person who is a high flyer can attend this seminar, can attend this bootcamp, that means these people can be trusted. Are we together, Mr. George?
Yes, I'm here. I'm wild, sir, because the major challenge I have is I'm just afraid of billing.
Billing.
Village people on the contact list, so that they will not start sending account numbers, sir.
Are you the owner of the property?
Like today I closed a deal of about 40 million.
Wow, congratulations. That means you should be buying us, everybody here, dinner this night. Take us out for
This is
weekend.
what I'm saying, sir. So this is why I don't used to post. So really, yes, deals come true. The clients, they were there today to actually, we had a product, they launched today of the estate. The clients were happy.
Which product is that?
It's to New City.
Wow, you sold it to New City today. Wow,
yes.
That is great. That is great. That is congratulations.
3 plots. 3
wow.
plots.
Wow, that is good. Okay, so now this is it. So and it's is even pay and get your plot, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So that should have, these are people you should get your testimonials from. On a short while, even if they don't get immediately, I know at least I know the company, I know them down to the owner of the company, so I know they will definitely deliver. So these are the people you should get your testimonial from. When you get the testimonial, post it on the group. And the testimonial should be things village people will come and bill you. At least they will not force you to bring out the money from your pockets. Yeah, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't invest on your village people. But the point is, will you say because of village people you will not do your business? You have approximately 10 or 1,000 persons following your page, and you are not making sales from the hour. That is too bad. You should be making sales almost every month, at least 2 sales every month. Because the best people, this is what I do, okay? I was talking about always getting new people to your page, okay? When new people come to your page, always be, not only post your properties alone, be posting other things that can get them engaged. Please take notes, everyone, this is for everybody. Keep engaging them with posts, please, but like I said, not only products. Because if you keep posting products, after a while, some people will either stop going to your page or ignoring your post, or some will even unfollow you. That's what some people do. Okay. So, but what you need to do is first ad, get new followers. Second ad, this type of testimonial that I mentioned is the ad. You are not telling them to buy anything. Or maybe towards the tail end, you could say you've heard from them. I guess you want to take the same buying decision, just a simple sentence, but you are not really expecting direct sale. But the truth is, trust me, 1 or 2 persons would contact you from the from your second level ad. Then the third ad is now product. And what you do is on your Facebook ad, if not only Facebook, even your LinkedIn ad or even Instagram, all of the platform, you could target only the people that are already following you. Everyone that is following you is already a lead. In case you don't know, though there are degrees of leads, but anyone that is following you, or you automatically have access to their contact details. If you go through their profile, you see their contact details. So automatically those people are lead, but there are levels that might be in the second class or the third class Zoom class. I'll be talking about degrees of lead. But the point for now is know that anyone that is following your page is already a lead. The question is, what degree of lead is the person? But before that, already know that you can target only the people that are following you. And if you are targeting the people that are already following you, what you are doing is this, take note, what you are doing is you are targeting people at the bottom of the funnel. And these people at the bottom of the funnel, they already know you, so it is easy to sell to them. The buying barriers has been eliminated. They have been seeing your post on your page. They've been following you. They've been seeing testimonials of orders. And all of a sudden, when you say, okay, now come by and they click on it, they notice it's the same person this ad is coming from, it is easy to sell to them. So that is why you should keep filling your funnel. Every month, have a budget of how many followers, new followers you want to get through your paid ad or through activities you engage on. When you join other people's group, when you join, there are a lot of groups online. When you join groups, join groups, post relevant things that would want to make people to open and check your profile and want to follow you, especially on LinkedIn. Are we together? All right,
Hello,
so that is for Mr. George and every other person.
Sir.
Hello.
Are there groups on LinkedIn like Facebook?
Yes, there are groups on LinkedIn, and although I'll actually be talking about LinkedIn later after now. But the thing is, like I said, I had an official a 30-minute section with LinkedIn officials yesterday, and one of the major things of discussion is the fact that because I actually sent a message that I needed a meeting section, because if you consistently run ad, the platforms, they know those who are running ad, they know who are spending money on their platform. So they give you such audience. So the point is, we had a meeting, and let me say the person I'm running ad for, number one, doesn't have up to 300 followers. So that is why the result is not encouraging, because I was complaining about the person's result not being encouraging. And I actually insisted that I promised the person I was going to do everything possible to make sure the person made sales. Okay. Though some of these I know already, but I just was hoping that there was miracle to happen. I was be able to maneuver the system and get the person sales. Okay. So the lady pointed out, this person doesn't have up to 300 followers. Our system cannot really work in favor of this person. Chris, you have been in some of my trainings before, where I say most of this platform, they favor you when you post things that get people engaged. See, this is how this platform works. This is for everybody now. This is how every platform works. Let me use Facebook, for instance. You have your profile. That's the first thing you need to create on Facebook. Then after that, you can create a page, then you create your business manager's account. Okay, those are three levels of accounts you can create on Facebook. Now, there's a reward system. The system has been built to give reward by default. And how does the reward system work? And what is the, you must know that, okay, let me just officially let you know that I'm gradually going online. So after this explanation, I'll be going to LinkedIn to show you the different accounts you need to create. But like I was saying, if you must know that for every advert, for every marketing activity you do online, there are 3 parties to it. Party number 1, you know what you want. You want to make sales. You know what you want. Party number 2, the person you are targeting. Most of the time, most people don't know what they want, but you should look for what they want or what you think they need. Step number 3, or now step number 3, party number 3, the owners of the platform itself, Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, and so on, LinkedIn, they also have a part. So there are 3-party system you are running. So you should not only think about yourself, don't exist in the trinity of man. And the trinity of man I refer to I, me, myself, okay? Don't exist on that. You must know what I want. You must know what you want. You must also know what the people you are targeting want. Then you know what the platform wants. Okay, now what does Facebook platform want? Facebook platform is looking for a way to always get you to always be on the platform. If possible, spend your entire day on the platform. That's what Facebook wants. That's what most platforms want. And that is why if you have not been on the platform for a while, immediately somebody posts something, they keep engaging you that someone just posted something, enter someone in your contact list, they notify you just to always bring you back to the platform. Okay? Sometimes they even tell you have been away for a while. Some of the platform will tell you this. So what you need to do, so how does the reward system work? So if I post something, let's say you plan to read, I post something, you plan to come to Facebook and just chat with your friends and go. And maybe your plan is to spend 20 minutes, right? Now, I posted a video that you were not expecting before. And because of the video, you enjoyed yourself and you will cross 3 more than the time you expected to stay on the platform. So if your posts are always keeping people longer on the platform or getting people engaged on the platform, you get the reward for visibility. The reward is visibility. And what do I mean by that? Now, let me give you an example. Maybe after this class, go to Facebook, look for some videos and start watching. When you finish watching that video, Facebook would suggest another one to you, or most especially the video stream. Another one would come up automatically. That one that is coming up can never be less engaged, or will not. They will only suggest those ones that have high engagement, those ones that have high comments, those ones that have high like. That is what they always suggest. They will never suggest something that doesn't have engagement. So those people that are already getting engagement, they will keep getting engagement. And it's the same rule that is also governing money, where you see that the rich are always getting richer, because the system has been built to favor those who have been able to break the protocol of getting engagement. Okay, so since this person is always posting things, his post would always be visible. The platform automatically rewards you with visibility. But reverse is also the case. If you post something, nobody's liking it, nobody's sharing it, nobody's commenting on it, the platform takes it down by default. It doesn't matter whether you pay or not. That is the risky part of it now. It doesn't matter whether you pay or not. The system works against you if your post or the content of your ad is not getting the required results. And that is why when you post, like I told you once, Chris, when you run your ad, in the middle of the ad, there's always a diminishing return. At some point, you see your engagement is rising, or your reach, not engagement, your reach will be rising. You keep reaching more people, you keep reaching more people. After a while, you see it now get to a point where it begins to drop. The reach begins to drop. At that point where the reach begins to drop, edit your ad, change the content of the ad. Don't wait to say, I plan to run this ad for 2 weeks, so I should wait for, no. If it start dropping at the level of maybe 2 days after, and you plan to spend an entire 2 weeks, pause, edit the ad, change the content. It might be the same image. Okay, this is what there's what we call, though I'm going to explain more on that when we get to LinkedIn. There's what we call ad sets, which are the audience for, like Chris, I believe you know what we mean by ads, and some of you I believe here know what we mean by ads. Ad set means the audience. Then we have the ad, right? And what makes up the ad? The image, the video, the words, the button, the call to action button. These 4 things makes up your ad, right? So sometimes you don't always run ad with one image. Please, everybody take note of this. Now that I remember it, let me mention it now. Never run ad with only one image if you want your ad to be effective. So for example, Mr. George mentioned Itsuno. Itsuno now would have only one flyer, right? That one flyer, redesign it into 3 different places, or 4 places as the case may be. That is just one. Then sometimes you could write different copies, the same flyer, but you write different copies, up to 2, 3, 4 copies. Because currently Facebook even have a section whereby you have a prompt. For those of you who have started running ad on Facebook, I'm using Facebook as a case study because I know most of you are familiar with Facebook. So on the Facebook section where you are putting what you call your primary text, there's an option on that where you can add more than one primary text. Okay, so the system have something to play around with. They first of all show the person this one. If this person does not respond to this one, the system reboots itself and show him or her another of your post, the same ad, but another the same campaign, but another ad again. They keep revolving until you see different caption. If you have seen my ad online before, this one is talking about I might be running ad for you to come and learn Facebook ad. Get Nigerians in diaspora. Get ready to buy customers using Facebook. The same Facebook ad, but I'm telling you, one is just telling you how to get Nigerians in diaspora using Facebook ad. Another one is telling you get ready to buy customers using Facebook ad. The same ad. Okay, so different images. Sometimes I design up to 4. My team would design up to maybe even 10. So we are watching. So we might just do with 3, which is for the, like Chris now, he knows about my 3x3 ad strategy. So I might just do 3. You keep extending it or you keep editing it to suit someone. So that is how the system works. So with that, the system would work in your favor. So, but if you did not do it this way, they turn it once, nobody liked them, or nobody took action. They publish it again. You won another, what do you call, auction again. You won another auction. Nobody commented on it. You want another option, which is called impression. When your ad is shown, when your ad is distributed to a set of people you say your ad should get to. Let's say you want to target 1 million people. And out of the 1 million people, let's say 300 of them are online. They show the ad to 300%. Nobody commented, nobody took action. The system checked itself. It didn't see anything to show again, but they decided to show the same thing. Nobody does anything. They show it and nobody gets. The next thing is your ads start dropping, but your money is going. Because they will charge you, Facebook charge you in 2 ways, for showing the ad and for somebody taking action on the ad. So your money will just be going. And at the end, you say, I did not get results. You didn't get results because you were working against the platform and the platform was working against you. Are we together? So that is for that section. So you need to know that when you run an ad or you want to do anything, you need to follow a rule. Okay, you need to understand this concept, and this concept will work for you. All right, so I'm going to take 4 questions. If there's up to four questions, then I'll move to LinkedIn.
Me, sir. Me, coach.
Hello, please be audible a bit. I can barely hear you.
Okay, my question is, you talked about how getting contacts. Coach, how do you get, like, how did you even get our own contacts? Because you say you have over 2,000 realtors. How do you get contacts?
I run ad, simple. And people fill a form. That's how I get contacts. I organize sometimes free trainings. They are bait. You don't go, okay, let me use this is the thing, talking about getting contact. Are you on LinkedIn, Mr. George?
Yes, I am. Yes.
How many connections do you have on LinkedIn?
So I rarely go there.
Okay, please try and be going there if you want to run ad on LinkedIn. LinkedIn have the conversion power 8 times higher than Facebook, and is it 3 times higher than Google? The conversion, which means if you have leads from LinkedIn, the probability of them converting is 8 times higher than Facebook. But there's a lot of work to be done there. So the point I was trying to make is if you have connections, for those of you who might be using LinkedIn already and you have a good number of connections, there's a section of your LinkedIn page you can actually download the contact details of everyone that is following you or that you have connection with on LinkedIn. Extract their emails out, upload it back to the platform and target them. Same thing you can do on Facebook. Or if you want, go and buy.
Yeah, sir, how? On Facebook?
No, you can't extract on Facebook, but you can extract on LinkedIn, take it to Facebook to target them. You get me, Chris?
I don't
Yes, sir.
understand that. Is it after you run ads or just
No, this is it. Let's say you're on LinkedIn now and you have like 500 connections. That connection on Facebook, on LinkedIn, we call them connection. For your friends, we call them connections on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Now, there's a section of your LinkedIn settings. You can go there and download all the people that are following you to come as a Microsoft Excel file. All the people, all your connection on LinkedIn, be able to download. When you download it, it will contain their phone number, their names, their email addresses. Okay? When you get this content or this thing, all you need to do is you can just delete the phone number, their names, or if you want to leave it. But the most important thing is what you are after is the email addresses. Okay? So with these email addresses, you can upload it back to the platform, either LinkedIn, either Facebook, either Google, any of these 3 platforms. You can upload email addresses back to them and tell the platform that these emails here, all these people are the ones that I want to see my ad. And only them will see your ad. That is just phase 1. Phase 2, if you get result from that first listing, please take notes, everyone. If you get result from that first targeting of those people, you need to do the next thing. The next thing you need to do is go back to the platform, create what we call look-alike audience. What we mean by look-alike audience is if you had more of, let's say, lawyers, just example now, the people you targeted that gave the people that were following you that you extracted their details, if they were more lawyers or if they were more managers, if you upload it back to the platform and you say create a look-alike, the platform would look for other people who are managers who have specified that they are managers on their LinkedIn profile or on their Facebook profile. That is what they are going to get. That's what we refer to as look-alike. So maybe you must, for Facebook, you need an average of 100 contacts. That is 100 email address to be able to create look-alike. For LinkedIn, you need 300 to be able to create look-alike. So if you create a look-alike, so the platform will expand itself, look for all other managers. Let's say they were all bank, most of the people you uploaded were bank managers. We'll look for anybody that specified that he or she is a manager. Okay, so automatically your audience will now increase. So your first ad maybe was just, your first ad, you were only targeting about 100 people, but look-alike might expand up to maybe 1 million people even, because obviously there are over 1 million managers that is on that platform. So automatically, when you run the second ad, which is the look-alike audience, it will be getting to people who currently are managers, but they might not be following you already. So those are how you keep expanding. That is where the onion is in advertisement. When you have been able to get to that milestone, you don't struggle with advertisement anymore.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can get these people contacts from LinkedIn if they are not following you?
If they're not
To
following you,
download their
no.
email.
No, if they're not following you, no.
Okay.
You can buy, or these are, see, sometimes if you're like Steve Jobs, late Steve Jobs will always say, it's only those who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world, only them which eventually will, right? So the thing is, sometimes for me to get results, you can see I said I was running at some of the thing was not working. I had to look for a way to have a meeting with LinkedIn official. I go the extra mile. It's the same thing. If you want to get results, you don't do the ordinary things, go the extra mile. Look among your friends who are very effective on LinkedIn, and you know they have good level of followers, people who can buy property. Plead with them. After all, you are not trying to dupe their friends. Let me just download your connections. Some people have 5,000 connections, some have 500, some have 300, some have 800 connections, so on and so forth. Just plead with them, let them give you access to download that content. And there's also a statistic that says that every 90% of people on LinkedIn are also on Facebook. So automatically, if you have downloaded it, little one disadvantage is that LinkedIn is very expensive. Okay, so the only thing is that you can take it to Facebook. If you know you can't afford LinkedIn, take it to Facebook where you do the targeting. So if you download, let's say 1,000 emails from LinkedIn, out of the 1,000, I'm very certain approximately 800 of them would have Facebook accounts. They'll be on Facebook. Sometimes you could have friends who work in places that they are in charge of database. I do buy bank customer contact details from some person sometimes. That's the extra length we go just to make sure that you get the results you're looking for. Okay, so these are some of the things you can do. The result is achievable. You just need to do the extra. You need to think out of the box to achieve that result you're looking for. All right, so that's all for this section. Thank you very much. So let's proceed.
So I have one question, please.
Please, you and question. Yeah, ask your question.
Sorry, sir, I've not asked my question. Okay, let me my question is, why is it that most times when you edit your ad, the ad will start misbehaving?
Well, I don't know what you edited and how you edited it that it start misbehaving. So you need to check properly what you edited that makes it start misbehaving. I can't really answer that because mine doesn't misbehave when I edit. So I might not really be able to answer that categorically. Okay.
Sometimes it's the ad copy.
Sometimes the ad copy.
The ad copy.
Yeah, there's a lot of regulations now. Okay. The thing is, we Nigerians, one of the challenges we have is that we don't like following instruction. That's one problem. One challenge we used to encounter. We don't follow instruction. Owners of the platform say, for you to run ad, go through a real estate ad, go through special ad category. You are trying to maneuver the system not to go through a special ad category. Look for how to go through the special ad category and still make your ad work. Simple. Some of them say, don't mention so type of word. There are some words that you should not mention when running ad. You should not use in your copy. You should know how to avoid such words. Don't try to maneuver to say, okay, let me look for a way to call it in another English, whereas English is not even your first language. Okay, so please, let's always follow this in that. So by the time we get into those things, I will explain more. But for now, let's go to LinkedIn. So at this point, I'll be sharing my screen. So I actually want, the reason I'm starting with LinkedIn today is because I know not everyone is familiar with LinkedIn. A lot of persons are not familiar with LinkedIn. So, but the truth is LinkedIn gives the highest results in terms of quality of lead. But in terms of ready to buy, Google gives the highest results. You can get the problem of affordability on Google, but you can't get the problem of affordability. You can't easily get the problem of affordability on LinkedIn. So it's vice versa. Okay, by the way, let me ask, how many of you own a website here? I have a website. Let me see your hand up. Indicate if you have a website. Let me start.
I have a website, but it expired. I didn't renew it.
You better renew it before the training, the physical training. Please, okay, let me not even waste time on that. Please, if you know you don't have a website, try and get one. As simple as 1 or 2 pages. Just try and get a website before the physical bootcamp, which is 26 and 28 for those of you in Lagos, 26 and 27, because it is not come learn, go home and practice. It is come, you're already doing the learning now. It is come and practicalize what you are learning now. That is what we are doing that day. So please make sure you get everything. For Google Ad, in short, even most of the platform now are making it mandatory that, like, yeah, which day I was trying to run a LinkedIn ad. Ordinary for people to message me, message the person I was running the ad for, they needed a website link. Engagement ad needed a website link, and it was mandatory. Okay, so a lot of the platforms are changing now that you need a website. So try and get one. It is very necessary. Get one. That is the only way. Google ad is mandatory also, unless you want to keep running Facebook ad. The truth is, Facebook ad don't easily give you ready to buy customers. That is the truth. It will give you quantity, but not quality. And that is why it is also cheap. So let me share my screen with you.
So what's the least we can get a website?
It depends on who is building it for you. Depends on who is building the website for you. Okay, can everyone see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now this is my screen.
See.
This is my LinkedIn profile, all right? How many of you have a LinkedIn profile? Okay, I don't have. Let me see your hand up. I don't have LinkedIn profile. Indicates. I don't have a LinkedIn profile. Okay, everybody, I want to believe everyone has a LinkedIn profile. Okay. I have not posted on my LinkedIn profile for the past 2 months. Let me see your hand up.
5 years.
You still have the login details.
I recovered it like I think 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so please, rule number 1, let me say rule number 2 is that you must be posting, you must be interacting on LinkedIn for you to run. Not that it will stop you from running app, but for you to get good results, you need to be interacting on your LinkedIn account. Very necessary. You need to join groups. You need to post things. You need to engage engagement. You need to, your page on LinkedIn must have at least 300 followers to get good results from your ad. Take note of that. So now let's go. So back to what I was saying, this is LinkedIn. Take note, LinkedIn is a professional platform. And what do you post? Post solution-based content, not product-based content. I'll just be mentioning things you should do and things you should not do. That's what I'll be taking this section. But this is not a practical day. I just want to make sure that everybody has LinkedIn account and working on it. Okay? Products-based, your flyer, this thing. Solution-based content that explain why people should invest in real estate, housing, family, and so on and so finance, productivity, things like that. Pick a niche for yourself. Be known for something. When people, if I'm able to finish the LinkedIn on time, I'm going to take the branding part and close with the branding part because it's a 3 hours class. In case you don't know, remember this class is a 3 hours class. We started by 8 and we are currently on the second hour. So back to what I was saying. LinkedIn, you must appear professional. It is not where you go to party, you go to a nightclub and you post there. It is not where you, because most people that would contact you would have checked out your profile first. And when they checked out, like I ran ad for one of my clients. I've actually been telling her, you need to be engaging, you need to be engaging, you need to be engaging. You know, she was taking it on, she wasn't really taking it serious. And we ran ad. Someone contacted her from Abuja and was supposed to come for inspection to buy a property of about 10 point something million naira. And few days to when the person is supposed to come, she told me the person checked her profile. I said, don't expect that person again. Because based on your profile, I doubt if that person will come. And that's exactly what happened. The person didn't come. In fact, the person didn't even bother picking a call again. After check, because LinkedIn will tell you when somebody checked your profile. So, and that was the end of interaction. So take notes, you need to always be engaging in your profile. Post things that are good enough. So that is for that aspect. So if you don't have a page, for you to create a page on LinkedIn, if you already have a profile, for you to create a page, there's from your system, please come to this section. There are different ways you can create your page from. You can click on work. When you click on work, scroll down, you see create a company page. Click on it and follow the prompts. And when you get here, you say company page, showcase page, educational institution, always use this first one. Okay, so now this is the section. I say company, so as let me say Realtors Bootcamp. Okay, now take notes. When you come here, you are going to see LinkedIn will automatically create a link for that your page. But because you added space, LinkedIn will connect the space together with a dash. Please come to that section and make sure you remove it. Move that dash. Let the words be joined together. Take note of that. Realtors Bootcamp. Okay.
Yeah, that's for the second option, right? Not for the first one.
Yeah, for the second options, yeah. The second option is the platform that is creating it for you automatically. Anything you are typing here, the platform is creating it for you automatically. So what you need to do is to come in between, because you are definitely going to, if you are typing up to 2 words, then the system is going to give that space you are going to add, the system is going to connect it together with a link. So that link, you need to remove it. That dash, sorry, you need to remove it on the second section here. Okay, so take note of that. Then I come down here. That one is your public URL. So if I want to search your page, it will be linkedin.com/Realtors Bootcamp. That's what it's going to be. Then websites. If you have a website, post the website link here. If you don't have, leave it blank. Industry is mandatory. So you need to pick which industry you belong to. Real estate. Okay. Say real estate. Organization size can just do 1 to 10. Organization type, you pick maybe public or private. Where is private? Privately held. Now you upload your logo. Excuse me. Your logo should be, the size of your logo should be square, or your logo shape should be square. Tell your graphics person to rearrange your logo in a square format where the height is 300 pixels, the width is 300 pixels. Then your slogan or anything you call it, maybe your motto, but let it be short, not more than 120 characters. That includes including your space. Receive of your space. Then after that, you come here and click, though this is also not mandatory, it can always be updated later. Even the logo is not mandatory at the entry point, it can also be updated later. Okay, then always make sure you read the terms and condition page. I know in Nigeria, we don't read, even when they're asking you, are you ready to die tomorrow? You say yes, and you go on. So please always check and click on create page. And one thing you must note about LinkedIn is that LinkedIn is some network that is platform that is very heavy. Network can easily affect LinkedIn. So take note of that. Then when you come here, it says page description or business description. This is where you type the about us. Here you can type up to 2,000 characters. What you do, what your services, and some of the things, you can type them here. Website is already there. So this part is complete. Now, areas you are specialized in. Digital, real estate marketing. Real estate marketing. Real estate marketing. Realtors training. Realtors training, just like that. You can always add more later, but you can just leave that one for now. Then you can save. Okay, I must put something on this section, sorry. So because of time, I'll just leave that there. Then this is saved. So if I want to go further, all you need to do is just to be clicking on each of this section. Then hashtag, you can add up to 3 hashtags. Real estate bootcamp, realtors. What should they type before they see my realtors? Before my page comes up, realtors training. Realtors training, real estate, education.
In progress.
Okay, so you can add up to 3. You can type something related to your industry, real estate marketing, land and house. Please mute yourself, please. And discard that is not creating because of time. I'll just proceed with that. So show your new post. I'm not ready to post anything now, but normally if you want to post, you can just click on post, but because of time, I'm not ready to do a new post now. Now, the next thing you need to do is, you can see you have to fill this place continuously until you fill everything. Here it's talking about logos. So it's a remaining 6 remaining to complete. So here, your location, always remember to put your location, your country, Nigeria, the streets, 32, Canaan, estate. City, Lagos. Let's see. Aja. So I'm going to the so what's happening? Another admin is trying to make changes to this page at the same time. Which admin is sure? There's no admin trying to make any change away. So this could be caused by network. So when you see this, don't panic, just refresh and try it again. But this is how you fill this section. Okay, but because of time, just let this go. So take note of that. So those are how you fill those section. Then after that, you grow your folder by invite. Hello, somebody should mute yourself there, please. We have 13 persons in the training hall. Okay, so invite connections. So people, if you already have people following you on your profile, you just click on invite and they will invite them to come and follow your page, all right? So take note of that. So but that is by the way. So then cover image, very necessary. So get your graphics person to design something very catchy, looking good, but not too busy. Just the size is what is written here, 1128 pixel by 1000 by 191 pixel. Design something, place it there, something that, since you're into real estate, something that signifies real estate, all right? So with that, you would have created a page for yourself. Then the next thing is you start posting. Start posting. Then you can also join groups. So the next thing I'll be showing you is how you can join groups. So take note of that. That's a real test.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it advisable,
Yeah.
to post the same thing you're posting on your profile, to post it on your page? Is it advisable?
You can. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
The real
So now on LinkedIn,
Developers Association of Nigeria, I can see. So this is a good group for me to post because these are my target audience. But when I go there, okay, go on.
On LinkedIn, can I, or as a person?
I didn't hear that you broke before now. Or when?
I say on LinkedIn there.
Yeah.
Can I join some group
Yeah.
as a page? That's my identity will be as a page, not as my profile.
Yes, you can.
So how do I do it?
Some group, when you want to join, it's going to ask you, just like it asks you on Facebook, join us. So you just join us like that. But preferably, I always prefer you join as a profile, not, can you join? Yes, but should you join? I would say no. Join as an individual instead. Okay? So, out of the people that are on this group, you can see they have about 533 persons on this group. Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria. This is the number of people they have there. But among them, 155 are located in Lagos. Okay, you can join bankers group. This is the point. You can join bankers. It mustn't be, in short, as realtors, don't be joining more of real estate group. Join bankers group. Those are your target audience. I join here currently now because my services is for these people. This is the concept. The groups where your target audience exists, those are the groups you should be joining. Now, but not just that. When you join this group, how do you get known for what you do? It's not for you to be posting your product. The first thing you need to do first is to understand the purpose of that group. What are other people posting? What are they doing in the group? That is the first thing you need to take note of. So when you understand what they are doing, how do I create my content to be able to make impact in this group? I told some of you, some of you have been in my training before. I am currently in the Lagos State Proprietors and Proprietors Trust Group in Lagos State, but I don't own the regular school others own, okay? I have been getting website customers from there like hell, because all I do is I post the benefits of website to a school, the benefits of technology to a school. Those are the things I post. And when they read, because they're even very strict with their rules, you must not advertise. When they read, some of them will come to my DM and ask me questions. And there some started following me. That is how it works, okay? I belong to the bakers group in Lagos. I don't bake. I don't know how to even mix flour. So, but most of you, you currently belong to over 100 groups and 99% of them are real estate group. That is not what you do. Look at the group. This is what the group is about. Now, how can I see? This is how I do my market, or this is how you should do your marketing. Real estate is a tool. See the real estate, buying of land and houses as a tool for solving different forms of problems, okay? You want to attain financial freedom, real estate is a way to attain financial freedom. So if you see a group where people discuss about finances, join those groups and get articles, read, expand your knowledge about finance, right? Or if you can't, get someone to write for you and post the article there. They won't ask you, are you the one that wrote this article? Nobody will ask you that. Okay, if you are the type that is strong in making videos, make videos and post in those groups. Because the beautiful thing you should even do, because even LinkedIn has that option, Facebook has that option. Some of you on Facebook, you belong to Nigeria. You know, on Facebook, we have Igbos in diaspora, Igbos in Canada, Igbos in US, Igbo and Nigerians in diaspora in this, Nigeria in different groups on Facebook. So not every one of them are actually, everybody in the group are Nigerians in diaspora, but the truth is most of them, of the real groups there, they are Nigerians in diaspora. What you do is post, now this is actually a secret that we also use in our digital agency. We can create random video and post on those groups. What are we looking for? We are looking for true view. How many people will view this video? The truth is there's no option for targeting people who have viewed that video. Who are in those groups. If you join a group now, there's no section where you can target people who are in a particular groups. But what you need to do, if you post a video in that group, and let's say there are over 1,000 persons in that group, and let's say you get up to 100 people to view your video. Now, this is the strategy. Post it on your profile and share it to the group. Don't just go to the group and post it directly. Post it on your profile, on your page, and share it to that group. That is what you should. I repeat.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Now, most the way that it is auto. If you share anything from another page or anything, the thing will just bounce it.
What will bounce it?
Yes, because this what you are saying now. This is one of the strategy I use.
It would be they would add most of the groups require admin to approve. It is when the admin did not approve, that is when they bounce it.
No, if like what you said now, this is one of the strategies that I use in building my page, because I will post to my page and I will share it to groups.
Okay.
But right now, you notice that if you share to group, you see that most of the group, they'll tell you that your post is rejected. Your post is rejected. When you check the reason, they'll tell you
the post is rejected because admin was needed to approve. The groups there are settings on the group now that tells you to restrict someone from sharing things to the group. That is just it's still the same thing I'm saying. There are settings on the groups. If you have a group, you can check your settings. There's option there that you can prevent people from sharing things into the group. Now, if what you have posted is something that the admin, sometimes I contact admins of groups. I go as far as contacting the admin. I want to post something. I plead for them to approve, provided it's not violating the rules of the group. So you can go the extra mile. Okay, so when I post those videos and share to those groups, I'm looking for, hello, Chris, mute yourself. When I post to those groups, I'm looking for why am I hearing myself? That person, please mute yourself, please. It's Jeremy. So as I was saying, so when you join those groups, what you need to do is get them or get to the point whereby people will get to view that video up to 100. When 100 people have viewed that video, you are already successful. Now you can target 100 people who have viewed. You can also create what you call look-alike of people who have viewed your video. That automatically gets your ad to reach more persons. That was the point I was trying to make earlier. Okay, so take note of that. It is very effective. It still works because I can say that last week here, we also posted videos and shared. So try and do that. For Chris, who is saying it's not going through, talk to your admin of the group. You can go as far as talking to the admin, right? And some will approve for you. Okay, so take note of that. So now I've created a group. Sorry, now I've joined a group, so you know how to join groups already. That is an example. I've created a page and I've also shown you how to join a group. So take note of that. Then the next thing is, what are the accounts I need to create if I want to run ad? If I want to run ad, what are the accounts that I need to create? That's the next thing I'll be explaining. Okay, so I'm going back to my profile. So this is my profile. So from this profile section, you see advertise here. Sometimes you see among your menu items, on this right-hand side vertical row. Sometimes you see it inside work, so always look around. You either see it advertised here, or you look inside work, you see advertised also. So take note of that. So all you need to do is click on advertise, and it will open on a new tab. That is why you need to be using a system. So let's see, okay, and these are some of the accounts we currently manage or people will run ad for. So advertise, I've done that, and now I want to run ad. Okay, I don't want to run ad now. So what do I need to create? I need to create the following accounts. For you to run ad on LinkedIn, you first of all own a profile. After owning a profile, you need to create a page. And after creating a page, you need to create a campaign manager, which is what I want to create right now. So take note of that. So how do I create a campaign manager? Click on advertise. When you click on advertise, it opens on a new tab. From that new tab, click on create. So I'm creating like an ad account is what I'm creating right now. So I'll give it a name. I can call this one Bootcamp ad. Bootcamp ads. Right? Currency must always be in dollar. You can't, there's no Naira here. Then the second option here says page URL. You can't run ad if you don't have a page. So take note of that. So you must, even if you create it, it will go, but at the point when you want to run ad, it will always call you back to associate a page. So what I need to do is I'll go back to the page that I just created. Going back to the page that I just created, hope I see it here. Realtors Bootcamp. Okay, this is the page I just created. So I open the page again, and I have my reason why I'm opening the page. Now I want to copy the link of the page. And how do you copy the link of the page? When you open the page, this is the page I created, though nothing is there for now. Then at the right-hand side, you're going to see view as member, not view as, this is admin view. As an ordinary member, this is not what they are going to see. So view as a member. So when you view as a member, it will load itself, and this will see, but this is not what you're after. You're after the link that you see here. This is the view of a member. So copy from the question mark backward, okay, down to the HTTP section. So I'm copying, I move back to the section and I paste it there. So it is pasted, then I click on save. Now it is saved. So I have just succeeded in creating my ad manager on LinkedIn, okay? And after creating your ad manager, there are two more things you can create. You can either create a campaign or you create a campaign group. So you can choose to create another ad account again. So, but these are the two things you'll be working with. Any question about this? Questions? Questions? Are they sleeping?
I have a, we are not sleeping, no.
Okay.
My own is when you are done, are you going to recap? Because it's just doing me like
I'll send the video. The class is being recorded. The video will be sent.
Okay. And I missed out at some point because of network. So
Okay, the video will be resent. The video will be sent to you guys.
all right. Thank you.
Any other question? Okay, I want to believe there is no other question. So let's proceed. Okay, so that is how you create the accounts, LinkedIn. Well, like I already told you, okay, now the next thing is which this other instruction pertains to everybody and every account. Currently, Nigeria government have succeeded in trying to, what's the word, cripple every kind of business that does things online. What do I mean by that? Currently, 99.9 Nigerian cards, bank card, cannot make payments online. Number two, all the virtual card option like, what do you call them? Better by Flutterwave, Paystack, and all the rest have also been suspended from operation in Nigeria. So the question now is, how would you pay for your ad? The only way you are going to pay for your ad before the day of the physical training, please take notes. Everybody go to Providence Bank and create an account. That is the option 1 and the most recommended one I'm going to give to you. Option 1, go to Providence Bank and create an account, bank account. Providence Bank is the only bank now in Nigeria that you can use their Naira card and pay for anything in dollar and it will go through. Now, you are not just requesting for any other card, you are requesting for Platinum card from Providence Bank. Yeah, but the bank is effective. Not too many customers for now, maybe because they are still new. You can go there, provided you provide everything they need. You can create your accounts today, get your account number today, get your card today, instantly. Okay? So take note of that. Before the day of the ad, of the physical training, because like I say, you are not coming here to come learn and go home and practice. You are coming here to run ad, and at the all you need to do, each platform you will run at least 2 ads. God helping us, no network glitch. Each person will run an average of 2 ads per platform. So for you to be able to do that, you need to make payments on the platforms. That is the reason why I'm saying that. I'm not saying you bring plenty money, at least the minimum, like LinkedIn, the minimum amount to run ad per day is $10 minimum. And $10 is approximately 7,000 naira currently. That's the minimum per day. Google, the same thing, average of $10 minimum. It is Facebook that will collect 1,000, 2,000. But if you are targeting Nigerians in diaspora, you're targeting people outside the country, also use minimum of $10. When I say minimum, you can choose to do above that per day, but don't go below these figures I've stated. But if you're targeting Nigerians in Nigeria, you can use. The reason of why you need to do that is this. If you're targeting Nigerians in diaspora, let's say you're targeting Nigerians in US, right? Your ad is not going to be competing with advert of Nigerians here. Your advert will be competing with other people's adverts in the US. That's the competition you'll be facing. So, and then because their money is higher than yours, even when they are spending $10, it might not really affect them too much. So that's why you need to up your budget. Because though I'm going to be explaining that aspect in the second class, talking about bidding strategy, what bidding strategy to use, that part of what I'll be doing on the second day class, which should be taking place on Tuesday. Take note of that. So that's for that section about, so questions, please. We are currently on the 3rd hour of the class, so our time is going. So it's 10:11. I'll likely end before 11 o'clock. So questions, please.
Mr. Chris, thank you very much. Because can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, thank you very much for this wonderful session. I really appreciate your efforts. It's been very, very impactful and full of intelligence. I'm short of words right now.
Thank you.
But my question is this: for the platinum card, what's the minimum? Do you any minimum monthly or maximum?
Okay, minimum opening balance. Minimum opening is 100K.
Sir?
Minimum opening amount, as in the minimum amount you need to open, you used to open the accounts. Is that not what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah, the minimum amount you need to open the platinum account is 100K. The card, they will charge you 5,000 naira for the card.
Okay.
That is all. That does not mean that your balance
all right,
must always
but
be
the
100.
card does not, but the card have a limit.
No, it doesn't have limit. You can spend, I think, okay, for dollars, I think it's almost at $3,500 is what you can spend in a month.
Oh, great, great. All right, all right.
Sir,
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, that's fine.
are you saying we need 105,000 to open that account?
No, I just opened some for some of my new staff members that are running at the organization. It's 100K.
100K for the account, then 5K for ad. I mean, for the card.
No, no, no. 100K. From that, your 100K, they are going to deduct their 5,000 naira for the card. The account will be open before you request for the card. So while you are waiting, they'll tell you your account number is open. You need a card? Yes. Okay. Fund your account. Then you fund the account. Then you now request for the card. That's how it works.
But what of we that we don't have that bank in Port Harcourt? I don't think that Port Harcourt too.
I think, okay, I will ask my account officer and I'll post it on the WhatsApp group. I want to believe they are, but I'll ask and I'll post it on the WhatsApp group. But the other option is the option of using dollar card, applying for a dollar card. The only reason why I don't support that option because you will still be doing sourcing for dollar. That is the challenge. So me, I don't have that strength to start looking for a bookie to buy dollar from. So I better be paying in Naira into the account, transferring Naira into the account, and let them be deducting their money in dollars. Finish. So that is the second option. Second option, open a domiciliary account and fund it.
Okay, sorry, I have one question, right? Now, if I open the account with the 100,000, can if that account is now functional and active and I have a card, and I can take out the money in it and the account will still be active, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
You can spend all the money there, I think up to 1,000 naira left.
Wow, okay, okay, noted. Thank you.
Any other question?
Yes, coach.
All right.
My LinkedIn doesn't allow me upload photos and videos. I don't know why. I just tried.
Photos and videos on your phone or system?
Yes, on my phone.
Maybe you need to update your app. Try it on the system first and be sure that if it does not go, that's when we now know that it's an issue. It might be from the app you have. So try and update the app and also try uploading that thing you want to upload using your log into your system with your system through your browser and try it out first.
The issue with using laptop is I don't have the pictures, the videos on my laptop.
You transfer it into your laptop now, simple.
Then if you transfer the files into your laptop, the quality will just, everything will scatter. I don't know why I'm having that issue.
I don't understand. The transfer files, what are you using to do the transfer? Connect USB cord to your phone. Connect USB cord to your phone. Open your phone, this thing, copy and paste inside your system. It will not drop.
No, my own used to drop.
Unless the file has already been, okay, this is it. For example, for videos, we have mobile videos. If the video you were transferred, the video is already a mobile video and you transfer it to a system, then it will look blurry. But if it's a normal standard video quality, there's no way to look blurry by the copying and pasting. So that is what you need to take note of.
So how do we do the mobile video and the standard video?
That is video editing. That is not for today's class. Thank you.
Hello, coach.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, can you get your account officer to tell us the list, like the requirements, what we need to take to the bank, so that when I get the
requirement, I think I can mention them for you because I was in the bank a few days ago.
Okay.
You need a NEPA bill. You need a valid means of identification. You need one passport, though they will always ask you for two, but when you take the two there, they only collect one.
Okay.
You need 100,000 naira. That's all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I guess let me just do one more thing that will round up. So let me stop sharing, go back to my slide and see what we have left. So I've actually not used the slide, but this is what we'll be learning in course of the training. Okay, this is what we are learning in general: strategy development, branding, marketing, and sales. Now, when I say strategy, I am referring to your differentiating factor. For those of you who are in Lagos, I'm going to mention some top selling realtors and I'm going to tell you their differentiation, or maybe you would tell me what you know them for. Confidence of Oasis, Eden Oasis. Who knows her here?
I know her.
Chris, that is in Port Harcourt, you know her too?
Yes, sir.
Wow, you see the lady don't go AY.
I know her too.
Okay, those of you in Lagos are even the ones I'm really asking. Okay, what do you know her for?
Quality videos.
Huh?
Quality videos.
Quality videos.
Yeah.
Funke MFK.
Upline.
Oh, you're upline.
Yeah.
That is great. What do you know her for outside being your upline?
The market bulldozer.
Okay. Madam Gifts, I'm trying to remember her surname, but I just found Madam Gifts. I don't always remember her surname, but she's the top selling realtor in Zillox for the past 3 years. If you sell for Zillox you know the top selling realtor.
Okoza.
Yes.
Okoza.
Gift Okoza, thank you. What do you know her for?
She's a go-getter because I knew her from way back. We traveled together one time. I think that was 2020 or 2019, something like that. That was when I just started real estate. So she's kind of, I met her recently, so like 2-3 days ago, and she was asking me what's happening to you, like, so I know her very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now somebody says she's a go-getter. Now,
yeah. And she's putting in the work, so I'm not surprised at the effort. I mean, the result that she's getting.
She's putting in the work.
Yes.
Now, Madam Gibbs started approximately 4 years plus now. 2018 was when her upline, who happened to be Madam Ali. What is this surname again? Well, I can't remember her name, but I know her direct name, Ali. She's also selling, she was the top selling realtor in Revolution Plus some time ago.
Yeah,
okay, you know her, Abby?
Yeah.
She's the upline to Madam Gift. It was through Mrs. Ali that I met Madam Gift. When Madam Gift just joined the real estate business new, and I'm telling you this story because of the first point, strategy development. Now, she came to me, our upline brought her to me, Chris, because I've known her upline from P1, which is one of the top real estate companies I started consulting for first. So, Chris, I want you to put this my downline on with all the digital stuff you are doing for me. It's okay, fine. So there's this question I always ask people: where are you coming from? Because I believe that if you don't know where you are coming from, you will likely not know where you are going to. So I asked her, Madam, sorry, where are you coming from? She was just looking at me initially. What do I mean by where she's coming? She's coming from my house. So we laughed and I say, that is not what I meant. I mean, which industry are you coming from? What were you doing before you joined real estate? And she say, being in the banking sector. At some point, I am a top management staff in charge of foreign currency investments. So, So now you are in real estate, yes. And I'm also an interior decor. I have interior decoration business. It's okay. Do you ask, the one I could work with is being a foreign currency investment advisor, something of that nature. That's the one I want to work with. Before now, you have always told people to invest in foreign currency. You say yes. Now you are in real estate, nothing has changed. You are still going to tell them to invest. The only thing is just tell them to change what they are investing on from foreign currency to real estate. And that is all you do. Yeah. What about the website? Say, yeah, we'll build the website, but you don't need it for now. You can go, that's all. Think about what I've told you and come back, we'll talk. She went and she called me some days later. We had a meeting and we did a lot of strategy together and told her, everyone, how did you leave the bank? She said, okay, everyone you have ever managed their account at any point in time, I need their phone numbers, I need their email addresses, I need their names. She wrote them out. Said, okay, we'll look for these people. Can we find them online? Which of them do you still have relationship with? She said, okay. Week 1, the first assignment, put a call across to as many of them you can call. And that is how our marketing started. That same year, she became a top-selling realtor in P1. She started from P1 through Mrs. Ali. Due to one reason or the other, she decided to leave P1 and focus on Zillox, which is so dedicated to today. So, but the point I'm trying to make is this. I'm not always in support of people doing things because that is what everybody is doing. Our upline is working through websites, running ad. I'm doing that for her. That does not mean that I must do the same thing for her. I like people working from their area of strength. If she engage me in a conversation, most of the time I get tired. The woman can talk, and that is her strength. So if you are the type that can talk, always create opportunity to meet people and for you to talk. That is the point. The question is, I'm going to take this thing back up and I'm going to ask the question to everybody here. Where are you coming from? Mr. Samuel, where are you coming from? Keno, where are you coming from? Chris, at least to an extent, I've known you for a while now, since I think around March. Where are you coming from? I know you also do a blog business. Edits, where are you coming from? Mr. Wombi, I also know we're currently doing strategy section together. Keneshi, where are you coming from? Titi Lope, where are you coming from? You need, and not just where you are coming from, what is your area of strength? Okay. If you can't say verbally, type your response. Now, someone has already said something in the comment section. I'm going to start with that person, which is Edith. Edith says she's a teacher and she's entirely new to this whole thing. She's trying to put the graphs around it. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you, Edith. I started in Lagos. The first place I was known in this Lagos, or the first industry I was known in school, where it was in school, not that I was teaching. My most favorite customer in the school industry is Joyce V College around that Battery area. My mommy, I call her mommy. And this is what you need to do. And most of the people that I consulted for when I started doing real estate consultation, most of them, their sales started from the real estate industry, from the educational industry. Now, this is it. Please, everybody listen, because I might not be able to attend to everyone before our time gets exhausted. But take note of what I want to say. You don't markets generally. You market your products in line with the problem of the people or the desire of the people you want to target or you are targeting. How do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Teachers, because you are a teacher, two people you would easily have access to are your fellow teachers and parents. Those are the two set of people you will have access to more. Now, for teachers, what is the problem of teachers? They say their reward is in heaven. That's the problem of teachers. They get old salary, they get paid less than what they do. That's the problem of teacher. How? So you need to go home. I'm giving you an assignment now, Madam Edith. Think, how do you get a teacher? Buying property, how does investing in property by a teacher would help solve the money problem most teachers have? Since teachers does not have too much money, that already tells you the type of property you should be focusing on for a start. I'm talking about teachers now. So I'm trying to create audience for you now, your target audience. You have teachers, people in the educational sector, and you also have parents. Starting with parents, we already know most teachers are not that financially strong. So you will likely be selling low-end properties. So, but you need to go home and sit down and think, how do I sell property to someone who is earning 80,000 naira? What type of property? Please, everybody take notes because I'm going to give, everybody will get an assignment. So when you go home, what type of property do you want to sell? How will you sell it? These are the two things you should focus on, Madam Edith. And by next train, which is Tuesday, I'm expecting you to come tell me what you have developed out. That is your strategy. The next person, Jomi, I think, sorry if I'm not getting your pronunciation of your name correctly, oil servicing company, worked in the admin department. You get money now, oil servicing, you're a big woman. Is it a man or a woman? So, oil servicing. LinkedIn is one place you will need to base your strength. I'm talking to Jumi now, or Jumi. LinkedIn is one of the places you need to focus your strength in. And your message is, the money, in short, the oil and gas in Nigeria is already more or less dwindling. I've worked in oil and gas company. When I was in Port Harcourt, I worked in Omak Maritime in a marine company where we're servicing other drilling companies. So I understand the oil and gas industry very well. I could tell you some stories. Okay, let me share this story with you. Back then, 2017, sorry, not 2007, 2008 to be precise. When I was working in Omak Maritime, I was a trainee, a safety officer, safety trainee. That's how I joined Omak Maritime. Now, when we go offshore, as a safety trainee, I am entitled to 2,500 for every day outside my salary, 2,500. And anytime we go offshore, we stay offshore 42 days offshore. But my basic salary at then was 80,000 naira. I had a friend / a colleague who was also in the same company by name Austin. Austin was earning 280 as at 2008. As at 2008, Austin was earning 280,000 naira as basic salary. Being a skilled worker is entitled to 5,000 naira for every day he spends offshore. But when Austin, something happened offshore one day, some group of people connived and sold one hose. And hose for drilling or be pumping a crude, they are very expensive in millions. Somebody sold one of the hose. Group of them, or in short, it was one person, So I don't know how that guy was able to single-handedly sell the hose though, but one person sold the hose. And now, what happened? The company put place, since we found out who sold it, but everybody, that is the, what's the word? They said that is the code of the boat. You don't speak against any of your colleagues, even when you know they commit crime. So nobody spoke out. So we were all placed on suspension. Less than Austin, that is earning 280,000 naira. When he goes without as basic salary, when he goes offshore, he earned 5,000 per day times 42 days. You know how much would that be? That would be, and this is far back 2008. In less than 3 months, Austin was broke. And even this money I mentioned, this is just the regular one. Not this we do deal offshore when we decide to, when there are empty partition in the ship, and we decide to, the captain decide to use it to carry crude for another company without our own company consent, and they share the money offshore. Sometimes we come back with even 500,000 naira from offshore each person. But in less than 3 months, Austin was broke and homeless. Okay? Why? Because of his spending attitude. Whenever we come back from offshore, the next thing you hear Austin, let's go to church. Where we're calling church, somewhere around Artillery there, that's where the company is. We had a bar we call church. Austin, everybody goes to the offshore, but Austin will be the one that will buy drink and food, pepper soup for everybody. So when he got broke, so the point I'm trying to make from this story, because of time, the point I'm trying to make from this story is that the oil and gas industry is no longer as lucrative as it used to be. That's number one point you need to take note of. And people need to find alternative to the money, the plenty money they are making. The money they are making will not last forever, okay? So they need to find alternative to get that money to start working for them. That is their own approach, your own message, I mean. So, but you need to elaborate on this message. So you need to join groups where oil and gas people belong to. And that is what you need to do. Because of time, let's proceed. Mr. Chris, I am in the block industry business. Yeah, the block industry. This is one thing the block industry will do. You know, you already have access to people. Before I buy block, 2 classes of people that will be buying block, either the owner or the builder. These are the 2 classes of people that will likely buy the block from you. I want to believe that those are the class of people. It is easy to find if I have money to buy and build one house, I can still build again. It all depends on what you tell me. So all of those your customers whom you have sold block to, either that are engineers or especially the owners themselves, or if you can collaborate with some of the engineers to get contact details of all of their customers. They are not to call them because they didn't give you their number, but you need to use their email addresses. If they can grant you access to their email addresses, run ad to target them. In your message, since there are people who have already bought property or already own their own property, is to get them to keep buying again. But this time, like I said in one of my training, customers, you don't create customers, you divert customers. Customers already exist. People that wants to buy land, they exist. The only thing is that they are currently patronizing somebody else. So you need to put yourself in position for them to patronize you. That is my message for you, Chris. Then media, videography, and so on. That is for Mr. George. Media, videography, your strength will be live on video. So you should be contending with someone like Confidence. Since you can edit quality videos, your strength should be on video platforms like YouTube. You should have your own channel where you talk about investments. So you need to acquire more knowledge in one thing or the other. Now, the thing is this, you must have something that attracts people to you. You don't go see, when you think marketing like fishing. It is only Jesus Christ and his apostles or his disciples that Jesus Christ told them to drop a hook for them to catch fish with what do you call it? A fish inside. But I even want to believe that he did not throw an empty hook inside that water. You need what we call a bait. A bait is that thing you have that draws your target audience to you. A bait is that which you have. That is not the official definition of a bait, but this is my definition of a bait to you. That skill, that talent, that knowledge, that content, that thing you have that will pull people to you. You don't go fishing. I grew up in the riverine area, so I know how to catch fish. Okay, my mom is from Bayelsa, so I even up to now, anytime I go to the village, the only time people will know I'm around is that they will see me in the river. The next day I go to the village today, the next day I'm going to the river, I'm going to catch fish because I enjoy doing it. Now, the point I'm trying to make is this. For that, I understand fishing, right? So you don't throw an empty hook into the water and expect fish. You throw in the hook with a bait, okay? So the question is, what is your bait? And take note also, the type of fish you want to catch will determine the type of bait you use. Not all fish eat worm. Shark will not eat worm. The type of fish you want to catch will determine the type of river, whether you go to a pond, whether you go to a river, whether you go to a stream, or whether you go to the ocean. The type of fish you want to catch, the type of customers you want to get. Don't be looking for high-end. Some of you, when I ask you now, who is your target customer? You tell me, what's that word you guys use? High network customers. You don't easily find high network customer taking buying decision with information they see on Facebook or on Instagram. You see high network customers on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Google. That is where you find high network customers. Okay, so take note of this. Esther Larry says, project management, business development, and training facilitation. Okay, so what are you going to be training people on? You're going to be training them about investment. It might see, this is what you do. These skills you have, this is your portfolio of skill. What kind of people does it expose you to? Now, having worked and done, like I said earlier, P1 is with the first real estate company I started consulting for. Now, I haven't done a lot with them over the years. I know I have a lot of listening to realtors, access to realtors. Now, this is one thing I need to, when we started the Realtors Academy, okay, we need to, real estate is booming right now in Lagos, especially. Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, these are the places real estate, okay, and also Asaba. These are the places real estate business is booming so much. Then in the East, you talk about Oka. Now, these are places real estate is booming. So how do I benefit from this real estate business? Now, there are different options I can do. You need to look for where these people are congregated, okay? Always look for your customer in congregations. In what congregation can you find your customers? I find my customers in real estate companies when it comes to realtors. Instead of targeting single realtors, individual realtors, it is easy when I talk to a company, it is easy for me to get 10 realtors to attend my training. It is easy for me to get 20 realtors to attend my training than for me to start running ad and targeting the one after the other. Yes, I run ad and I target the one after the other, but it is easy for them to patronize me because they already knew me through some real estate trainings that they have attended. I don't know if you understand the concept. So you must look for your bait. What is your bait is the question. What is your bait? Whom do you have access to? This is the business logic. In Nigeria, in more parts of the world, the reason why businesses fail is because people are looking for customers for their product. No, you don't look for customer for your product. You look for product for your customers. That is how business works. So if you have more people who can afford 5 million naira, look for properties that people who can afford 5 million naira can buy. If you see people, all you know is that you can get people who can buy 1 million property. Focus on those ones first and use them to get portfolio. Use them to get testimonial while you are still looking for strategizing on how to get those of 100 million. Some of you have access to people who can afford 1 million naira property from you. You leave them and you are busy chasing after people who can afford 100 million property. And that is why you are not selling. So I ask you again, what is your base? What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? Don't stop behaving like the woman in the Bible that was asked, I think by Elisha or whom, that what do you have? She said, I have nothing but a cruse of oil. Most realtors are struggling in sales because they neglect what they have. You neglect the people you have. You neglect the people around you. You neglect what those ones. Look for what the people you have can afford and sell. That is the beginning of business. Attract the ones, the ready to buy customers that would not have much of buying barriers with you, that would not have issue of trust with you. Those are the ones you should deal with first, while you are still strategizing on how to get the big guns. I always say this, in every business, you must have what keeps you in business. Daily transaction keeps you in business. Bulk transaction takes you to the next level of business. That is how it works. Okay, so because of time, let's proceed. The next person, they don't say electrical markets or Joe and Alaba and so on. Yes, I already know you very well. So the thing is, you have a lot of importers and exporters in the Alaba market. You have some of them, you have associations and so on. That is your niche. So sometimes some of you have cooperatives. Sometimes some of you have the outside cooperative, there are some other groups of electrical distributor and so on and so forth. There are groups like that. Those are your target. You have secretaries in those associations who keep record of the people, phone numbers, email addresses. Those are things you need to gain access to. Those are your marketing materials. Those are the things you need. So you need to look for this and you need to focus on them. So look for, and though one of the, I must tell you the truth, one of the things from experience, you are, because I can say that, let me say 70% of those in that market are the Igbos. And one of the challenge, one of the things you hear from them is that they don't want to invest in Lagos because they want to get Biafra one day. You will hear that from them. So, because as you are thinking of how to get the person, you also need to think of what are the possible objections. Okay, I'm already telling you, these are the possible objections you will get. Don't you have property in the East? You hear things like that. Don't you have property in the East? Because one day Biafra and so on, some of them, especially in those marketplaces, that is where you see those who believe so much in the Biafra movement. You have to face the reality when you are doing your marketing. Don't sugarcoat it. Work with the reality and see how you can navigate it. Then the next person, okay, Edet came by and said, I actually work in an international school and pays quite reasonable. Wow, congratulations for you. So you have a market for yourself. So I have gone to schools to do presentation on behalf of my clients just to sell land. How much more you who is in the system? So these are some of the things you need to take note of. The next person says media manager, graphics, design, photography, and now there's this guy, the most popular YouTuber in Nigeria, something Timmy Topper, or was that his name again? I've forgotten his name. He's the most popular YouTuber in Nigeria currently. Now he has the skill of photography, he has the skill of videography, and so on. So what does he do with those? Sorry? Okay. So
It's tie your eye now.
So what he does with that skill is, I know he has featured this guy, what's his name? Sujimoto guy. He has featured a lot of persons before in his ad and so on. He shows the beautiful places. What is the function of photography? Photography creates memory. Photography shows the goodness of a place. So you will learn to move around. That's the point. That I'm talking to Keneshi. You need to learn to move around if you want to pick your niche. You need to learn to move around. And apart from that, you might want to be doing graphics for business owners. From meeting business owners, you would definitely meet those ones who are qualified to buy. So solve my problem. Need to look out for businesses. Okay, see, I've done crazy things in marketing. Okay, I've got to design website for somebody for free, right? Just to gain access to his company. This is what we used to do when I was new in Lagos. I'll just search names of companies or industries. Let's say, for instance, real estate. I'll see different companies. I'll go through their websites one after the other. I'll mark all the things that are not good on their website. I'll mark them out. Okay. After marking them out, I will look for a way to contact the person, and I will send it to the company that this your website has this problem, has this problem, has this problem, has this problem, has this problem. I am ready to fix it for you at a very low cost or at almost free. Okay. So, guys, obviously not everybody would respond. Why did I join the bakers group in Lagos? I teach the sorry? But I don't know if they will see slide. Okay, try, change it to NEPA. Thank you, sir. Yes, you can. Thank you, sir. Okay, so as I was saying, I joined the bakers group, not because I'm a baker, because I know those bakers need digital marketing skill to sell their products. So I came online, joined the group, contacted the admin, told the admin that I wanted to do free training, for them. For after he was making younger at some point, after checking my profile, I noticed that it's something I could do very well, and he gave me the chance. I did a 1 hour, 30 minutes free training for them. But the value I got from that training, the customers I got from that training, they're huge. The training was my beans. Okay, so these are the approach. Okay, so then another person say, okay, that is to meet up. Says, I came straight from NYC to the real estate firm I currently work with. Okay, that nothing done spoil. Okay, so all you need is to build new connection. You have family and friends, that is one. Then what is your position in that place of in the real estate firm where you work? What do you do there? Are you the outgoing type? Know your strength. The point is about working in line with your strengths. That is the angle. Work in line with your strengths. The Madam Gift, who I was analyzing earlier, we have worked, and I can say categorically that 90% of everything about that our business came from my own company, because she has started her own company currently, working on over there, trying to get our own estate and the rest. But the point is, from the branding day one, every single thing that has to do with computer related is being provided by my organization. Of recent, we're seeing that the organization is growing too much, growing beyond what we can managing remotely. We decided to employ people for her to be managing directly for her, instead of we doing the management of some of the social stuff. So it's all about strategy. What do you have that brings people to you? That is the concept. Okay, okay, Jumi, okay, you're a woman. Okay, that's fine. Let's say Jumia, Nigeria. Okay, you worked in Jumia, Nigeria. I believe if you work in Jumia, Nigeria, you should have access to data. Contact your colleagues who are in charge of database. It might not be something you do officially. No one thing I always tell people, if you are religious, you will not like what I want to say now. This is what I tell people, right? The Bible is against bribe. Sorry if you're a Muslim here that I'm using the Bible, but I'm a Christian, so I always use the Bible as a case study. The Bible says you should not give bribe. It's against bribe, right? But the same Bible says the gift of a man makes way for him. It did not tell you the type of gift. Some people quoted the gift as talent. That is your own. You say gift, Abi. So if I give somebody gift, it will make way for me. Okay? The Bible is against the receiver, not the giver. Because what I gave is gift, not bribe. So you take it like that. So the point I'm trying to make is talk to those who are in charge of database. Try to look out for those people who have been purchasing, because your platform I believe Jumia is big enough and their platform can streamline those who are purchasing high price products and low price products. So target those contact details of those who are purchasing high price products from you guys. So you already have thousands of emails to work with and start running out to target those people with your real estate products. Simple. At least you start from there. So that is all I have for you for today. Question as we round up the section. I'm done though. Questions? Hello, are they sleeping?
They are not sleeping, no.
We're all set.
Wow. Well
Coach,
done, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Any question before I can take 2 questions? We have 5 minutes to go. Any questions before we round up for the day? All right, so I gave some of you assignment. Like I said, not everybody I was able to give assignment, but some of the things, even though I wasn't talking to you directly, you can pick from what I was telling others, okay? Try to leverage on, the point is try to leverage on what you have already. Yes, we are going to learn digital marketing, I agree, but the truth, I must tell you the truth. There is always buying barriers of issue of trust. There's even campaign out there that says you shouldn't trust everything you see online, okay? So all of these are things you must know. So there's always buying barriers. So for that, I should be seeing you over and over. And the thing is, some of you just run one ad and you expect, no, one ad is not enough to make sales, especially when you are just starting. You need to build. Okay, there must be building. There's a point of building. There's a point of planting. So you need to build, you need to nurture your leads and so on, okay? So that is what you need to work with. So with this, and since there are no questions, we have come to this section. Sorry, we took up the exact time we agreed on. I was trying to see if I could do less. By God's grace, on Tuesday section, I'll try to do it in a way that we can finish before this time. I know some of you leave for church early. For me, I know I will attend maybe third service, so still have some time to rest. So that is all for today's section. So thank you very much for your time. By God's grace, you get your video tomorrow. Because the truth is, I'm still in my office right now. So you get your video tomorrow. Just close and start going home. Get your video tomorrow. Upload the video for you guys to share the link on the WhatsApp group so you can download and go through again, especially for the part of the LinkedIn. So some of the things I mentioned, if you don't have a group, a page, please try creating a page before the physical section. The same thing I'm going to do on Facebook. I'm also going to show you how to create ad accounts on Google, all of that. All of the accounts must be ready before the day of the physical training. So make sure you get yourself prepared, okay? So thank you very much and God bless you and have a lovely night's rest.
Good night
Thank you,
and God
sir.
bless you. Thank you very much.
You too.
Yes, sir. No, no, no.